All right, we're on, I guess, huh? Yeah, it's a show. Yeah, thank you. That's like real applause, all you people out there in internet land. That's not fake applause, it's actual people. And it's really an amazing, bizarre thing to play in front of people. I've been playing in front of my studio for the last year, so I hope I remember how to do this. Got this habit I've got to kick. Medicine I need just start to make me sick. The shoulders I lean on start to be a crutch. Baby, think I needed you a little much. But I'm getting stronger, stronger, stronger. I get just a little bit stronger every day. Yeah. And I'm getting stronger, stronger, stronger. I get just a little bit stronger every day. Well, you showed me the ropes, but there were these strings tied around my hopes, unraveling. So I took it loose and I made a vest to cover up this precious thing inside my chest. And I'm getting stronger, stronger, stronger. I get just a little bit stronger every day. And I'm getting stronger, stronger, stronger. I get hurt a little bit, yeah. Stronger every day. Behold, I never thought it would fail. Started to spill. Yeah, well, I'm getting stronger, stronger, stronger. I get hurt a little bit, yeah. Stronger every day, yeah, yeah. And I'm getting stronger, stronger, stronger. I get stronger the further you are away. Yeah. This problem, but I've got licked. Learn to tell the difference between a miracle and a magic trick. All right, thank you. Over the last year, what's become apparent to me, among many things, is I really love to play music. And whether or not it's sitting in my studio, singing to my computer, or this, where There's people here. The world needs more music. The story takes place in a faraway town, and two people walking as the rain comes down. Just in shadow, kissing their flash of light. Come next morning, nothing was the same. Oh, the little lies rearranged sound like a movie. It's real life. It happened when you least expect it. When you're about to lose all hope. When you're down at the bottom of the road. But love comes to those who listen. The sound of the heartbeat, the rhythm of the falling tear. And if love is what you're missing, open your mind, all you hear, love calling. Yeah, now some people judged and they said it was wrong, but after more time had gone, even those doubters had to believe. Yeah, whatever happened in the shadows that night, and what they saw in the flash of light, they were willing to risk everything. See, it happened when you least expect it. Yeah, when you're about to lose all hope. When you're down at the bottom of the road. But love comes to those who listen. To the sound of the heartbeat, the rhythm of the falling tear. Yeah, and if love, oh, if love is what you're missing, open your mind, all you hear is love calling. Love calling. Oh, love calling. Thank you. Sounds fantastic. Hey guys, how are you doing? More people are showing up all the time. It's crazy. You're late. Well, that's all right. But the first couple of songs were amazing, though. I don't know. I was just thinking, I was wondering if you could get a microphone and put it outside where the birds are singing. All you people in the internet land, the birds are singing outside. It's like springtime in Texas, and yeah, you should put that in, like have it piped in here and like make a loop of that. Just run it on the live streams. Everybody would probably think it was weird. But, all right. Lately I have been so searching, trying to find where I belong. Everything that I believe, watching slip away from me. I've been out here steer you wrong. Soul searching with soul. So strong. You're not a fool. Think it's cool. Loving right has never steered me wrong. Younger days were just rehearsing. What I'm living through right now. Love and peace and joy, no doubt. It's what we're supposed to be about. It's what I won't leave behind me when I'm gone. I'm soul searching from now on. Yes, I'm soul searching with the song. Thank you. I was doing a little chord searching there for a moment. I hit a wrong note, and but it's just proof that it's live. I mean, anyone can, watch a Neil Diamond concert, and everything's perfect and everything. This is the soft underbelly of performance. Yeah. Well, I had a great day today. I drove down and got here in time to go to an art museum, go to the Menil collection here in Houston. If you're not from Houston out there, it's an amazing place, and it's just incredible. And it's like to be able to walk around and see, so like go into a building that wasn't my house. It's just like a lovely thing, and it's just great, and every time I come to Houston, I'm just grateful that I got to where I was supposed to be, and if I can just get out, it is. Play a song. In like April of this year, I started doing all these trips. I was driving, bizarrely enough, I was driving to Arizona to do work, write songs, and made all these trips. I made like 10 trips. I just lost my vocal mic in the monitor. And but I was spending a lot of time in West Texas. I love it out there, the Big Bend region. That's where this song comes from. I feel the wind blowing off the Sierra Diablo, and I'm wondering if I could fly away on the wind blowing off of the Sierra Diablo. Just how far, how high, and how long fly distance, the howl of a dog and the lovers in the room next door. Well, it all sent me tumbling forward back to your memory. Yeah, how far? High. And how long could we fly? Well, I can't stop moving, but don't know where to go. If I could only stand still, let the wind blow me away. Turn back the dust on Sierra Diablo. Turn back to rock, back to mountains, lava and sky. Well, we could be lovers like there was no tomorrow. Yeah, how far? Tell me how long could we fly? Tell me how far, high. Tell me how long could I fly? Thank you. I was doing sign language there with the sound man to my vocal up. It's this language that we have that doesn't mean anything. All right, so I've been, like I said, I was doing all those trips out there to West Texas, and it was really great driving through there and hanging out. And I started writing songs again. I hadn't really written songs for my own projects in a while, but that was the cool thing in the pandemic. Like, I had literally nowhere to go, and I was at home all the time, and man, my family was getting really tired of me. So it's great. I just set up this pattern for myself, as opposed to like descending off into Netflix land there in the very beginning. I set up a pretty, not totally strict cycle, but I was in my studio by 9 or 9:30 every day, and would just start working, start writing and making art, and it was great because I found all these songs inside of me that I've been wanting to write. And this particular song, was a set of lyrics that I found in my piano bench, and I'd written them in the original lyrics came from like 2006 maybe, and so it's really great to sort of rediscover them, reworked them. So they became. I'm working on a new record right now, and it's called Western Skies, which is the name of this song. So I once said, like, instead of what did you do on your vacation, like, well, what did you do during the pandemic? You know? Storm is blowing in and the window is open wide. We lay there like two loaded guns, and I will always think of you in that fading light. Your silhouette a river I would run, and the stars, they were falling from your eyes, and my love was on horizon line underneath the western sky. And the stars, they were falling from your eyes, and my love, oh my love is on the rise. And now I'm in between you, some horizon line underneath the western sky. Time is not the only thing that flies for us now. The heart is not the only thing that breaks. Your memory is all that keeps my feet upon this earth. The truth is just a train that came too late. And the stars, they were falling from your eyes, and my love, oh my love is on the rise. And now I'm in between you, some horizon line underneath the western sky. Yes, I am in between you, some horizon line underneath the western sky. All right, Western Skies. All right, Carol Merrill here is giving me a sign today. Yeah, so you can send me a tip if you'd like to out there in you know, internet land. If you'd like to send me a tip, it's PayPal. Oh, my PayPal doesn't work. Well, you can send me an email to PayPal. Let me see, just PayPal. If you're on PayPal, just Darden Smith, dsmith at dardensmith.com. Try that one, dsmith at dardensmith.com. That's great. I get a tip, like a note from the manager in the middle of my set. Yeah, it's fantastic. I thought it's like, that's sort of the digital hook, you know, like as opposed to the hook pulling you off stage. It's like they just come up and flash, you know, it's like flashcards now. It's great. It's really good. So, but yeah, okay. Well, does since we have an audience, does anyone have a request? Yes, ma'am. First contender. Days on End. That is a fantastic. You know, this song was written after taking naps is a big part of my sort of way to approach life, and so I wrote this. Yeah, we got another nap fan over here. Let's hear it for the nappers. Yeah, right, not the nappies, the nappers, and yeah. So I guess you're multiple people that nap. You're nappies. Yeah, right. Maybe there's a negative connotation in my mind. From all of a sudden, I see my children being two. Anyway, yeah, so I wrote this song one day. I was taking a nap, and I rolled off the bed, and I wrote this song. Might be the fastest song I've ever written. I love this song. For days on end, rising up with the sun for days on end. Can't get nothing done. The world is spinning a little too fast. The sky been a little too blue. There's too many stars at night, and I've been thinking about you for days on end. Oh, days on end. Days on end. Like I'm hypnotized for days on end. I'm just laying around the house and I'm paralyzed, and the world is spinning a little too fast, and the sky been a little too blue. many stars at night, and I've been thinking about you for days on end. Oh, days on end. Caught between the track and the train. These days I'm like a blind man standing in the pouring rain, and the world is spinning. The sky is so blue. There's too many stars at night, and I've been thinking about how the world is spinning a little too fast, and the sky is so blue. Stars at night, and I've been thinking about you for days on end. Oh, days on end. Oh, days on end. Oh, Lord, these days on end. All right, Days on End, thank you very much. You know, that record, that was on, that song was on Little Victories, which came out in 1992, man. It was like 30 years ago. I know, I was 7. And it's crazy. It's just nuts. But, and you know, a lot of those, I've had to come to the realization because, you know, during during this time, the last year, you know, I've been doing all these live streams, and people, it's great because I've been able to go back and do, like, I'll play whole albums, you know, start to stop and tell the stories of it. And a lot of times people ask me, hey, can I get that record? And it's like, no, actually, you can't get that record because it's out of print. And finally, this friend of mine, he said, hey, man, I'm, you know, it's like, I want this record. And I was like, I can't get it to you. Then I went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all of my records, and I'm going to put them on a flash drive. And you can get all of my records right here. And it's called 1986 to now. I've been making records. My first record came out in 1986, which is like, it's kind of staggering when it's kind of both depressing and kind of exciting to think like I've been making records for that long. So on this flash drive, there's 15 albums, 2 promo discs that are completely unavailable, and my audiobook for The Habit of Noticing. And if you're out there in internet land, if you do a $100 tip, you can have one. I'll mail it to you. Give me your address, or anyone in the club, you can have one too for $100. But anyway, all of my records right here in one thing, and you don't have to store it. It's the best thing. It's like it'll never warp because you can put it into your computer. Then it's your computer's problem. And so I'm just trying to make it easy on everybody. You know, like, let's stop all this arguing about records being out of print. And, so this is another song that came from the pandemic times, which has been, you know, I know it's been really hard on everybody, but you know, songwriters are sort of naturally socially distancing people anyway. I was socially distancing before it was cool. And so I've actually got a massive amount of work done. It's been really, really great. And writing and starting projects and things, and like I was saying, I would go up into my studio every day and just start doing something, start playing music. Sometimes a couple of times I did go up there. I would tell the family I'm going to work at 9. I'd go up there and just kind of lay down on the floor and go back to sleep. But it counts, you know. It's working. I'm there. I'm next to my phone. You know, if you called, I would answer it. So this song popped out one day. It was from the piano. I was playing the piano, and this actually was written on that, but yeah, I'll send this out to my sweetheart tonight, Haley. There ain't nothing funny about getting older. My soul aches, my body feels the strain. The past sits heavy on my shoulder. Tomorrow comes on like a train. If these days are really numbered, if there's an end to the line, then I'm gonna love you like I'm running, like I'm running out of time. Count the days that I have wasted chasing some vision of what I thought I could be. It's just another green grass story. I thought it was freedom, but it was chains without a key. If these nights are really numbered, if there's an end to the wine, then I'm gonna love you like I'm running, like I'm running out of time. Well, I'm gonna love you like I'm running out of time. Warm wind blowing off the Gulf Coast tonight. The baby powder moon is in the sky. You and me laying here talking about nothing. I see that sparkle in your eyes. I know these moments, they are numbered, so I'm not gonna let it pass me by. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. All right, so I put this book out a couple years ago. It's called The Habit of Noticing. It's all these stories about creativity and me like discovering as a songwriter and all that stuff, and growing up, having a career, and then having it all fall up. You know, not having a career, but like having a couple of records that did well, and then a VH1 top 10 hit, and then it all fell apart. And then it's the best thing ever happened to me. And then it's like rebuilding and stuff and coming back, and it's great. But it's like being in the music business. It's a really strange thing. It's a very strange business, and the one thing you have to have is incredibly thick skin, because it's basically, I mean, I know it's tough to lose your job, but musicians, we get fired every day. I mean, it's kind of like you wake up and somebody fires you. It's like, hey, you want this? Like, no, we don't want you. It's like, oh, great. Well, the next day you have to wake up and go, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Do you guys know that I'm amazing? It's like, it's exhausting, but if you don't have that, you're never going to make it, And, but it wasn't always that way for me, And this is a sort of called the teasers. And as a kid, I like to draw pictures. But being left-handed and stuck in those damn right-handed desks at school, I have a hard time making drawings that aren't all lopsided and weird. And the other kids, being kids, they tease me about the bizarre scrawls on my paper. So at the bitter age of 10, I figure out how to make the teasing stop. I quit drawing, and I tell myself a story. The story is, I can't draw. In 1989, I'm in LA and I'm making a record and I'm sitting in the studio, bored, scratching on a newspaper with a pencil, and I accidentally draw a tree. Immediately, I cover the drawing up, afraid someone will see it. A few seconds later, I move my hand and it's still there. And suddenly I'm 9 and I'm sitting at the back of the class, lost in the land of crayons and construction paper. And it feels good. I start to teach myself to draw again. Now, I fill notebooks with weird little black and white pictures. There's not a straight line to be found, and it doesn't matter. Because I don't need a gallery wall to prove these pictures are valid. I don't make these images to even show people. The doing of it is all that matters now. And sometimes I think about all those years that I spent telling myself that story, the story of no. Because I listened back then, I miss out on a lot of joy, a lot of time dragging ink across a page. So don't listen to the teasers. Draw the pictures. They mistake your individuality for a flaw, your personality, and I think that they've lost their sanity. Hey, 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 hey. You're a beautiful reflection of a light that shines in your direction. There's nothing about you that isn't perfect in every way. Hey, 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 hey. So just go, and just go against the grain. You don't have to be the same as everyone around you, 'cause I know what you're going through. Follow the voice inside you and be brave. And just go, yeah, just go against the grain. Yeah, just be, 'cause you are young in years don't mean that you can't see clear. All of those glitter kids don't turn out to be gold. No, 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 no. So just go, and just go against the grain. You don't have to be the same as everyone around you. I know what you're going through. Follow the voice inside you. Oh, and just be brave. Hey, hey, hey. Just go, and just go against the grain. Go, and just go against the grain. 'Cause no matter what you do, someone always thinks you ain't cool. Oh, but I know what is true. just go against the grain. You don't have to change like everyone around you. Stay brave and go against the grain. Just go against the grain. All right. So I'll play a song called Seven Wonders. I wrote this with the great Harley Allen. He's a great songwriter in Nashville. And it was a great lesson in song co-writing with people, because Harley was like considered a master. He wrote like about 20 number one hits for Alan Jackson and all these amazing country songs. And he wrote "Man of Constant Sorrow" for when "Oh Brother Art." That was just like amazing. And but I was trying to impress him, so I came to his house that day to write songs with him. And I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna impress Harley Allen." And I had this song title, and I had the melody worked out and the chorus worked out and the verses. I had the first verse and the chorus written, and I was like, yeah. And so he goes, well, tell me, you got any ideas, kid? And I said, yeah, I got this thing called Seven Wonders. He's like, what? I said, Seven Wonders, and I played it for him. And he goes, well, the title's okay. Then he proceeded to rewrite everything I'd done, and it was awesome. So the lesson is, it's good to have ideas, but when you go to collaborate with somebody and their ideas are better than yours, quickly throw your ideas away and use theirs. She loves me after all this time. I wonder why this could be. I wonder if she's mine. I wonder why she's always saying I'm so great. I wonder why she knows I know I'm wandering this way. I can tell you she's no average, ordinary girl. Seven wonders of my world. And I'm not talking about Taj Mahal, pyramids, Grand Canyon, and the Great Wall. And I'm not wondering about the Northern Lights, talking about the great love of my life. Wonder why the good Lord gave his man the perfect girl. She's the seven wonders of my world. Seven wonders of my world. Wonder why an angel never flew my way. Wonder what I ever did to live in heaven every day. Wonder if she'll ever know how much she's done for me. I wonder if I've told her. I wonder if she sees. I can tell you she's no average, ordinary girl. I'm not talking about Taj Mahal, pyramids, Grand Canyon, and the Great Wall. Well, I'm not wondering about the Northern Lights, talking about the great love of my life. smartest man, the perfect girl. She's the seven wonders of my world. Seven wonders of my world. Oh, seven wonders of my world. Oh, oh, oh. All right, seven wonders. All right, so every week they do this every week here. The Feed the Front Line. There's this somebody for everybody out there in internet land. I'm reading this for a second, so don't think I've lost my sort of tone of voice. I've become it's like all of a sudden it's a press conference. Anyway, but this is important actually. So don't So Feed the Front Line every week since the shutdown. The Duck, with your help, has been able to deliver food to the frontline workers. You can contribute. And you can contribute at theduckhouston.com. That's a really cool thing. Yeah, theduckhouston.com. Yeah. And I've done one of these live streams. Oh, here we go. Carrie would love to hear Loving Arms. $20, Carrie. Joking, not. And Betsy, you would like to hear Mine Till Morning. James Gilmer says, I sound great. I'm sorry, Betsy and Carrie, that trumps your requests. Yes, and yes. So what were those again? Loving Arms and Mine Till Morning. Okay, great. We're going to do it. And I'd like to remind you, 1986 to now, just a suggestion, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it is a great gift, as a matter of fact, and you should give them 2 of them because you never know. They could lose it. Yeah, so anyway. And I noticed that you came, you're probably your wife. Was that your wife next to you? Yeah. So if he doesn't get you one of these, he doesn't love you. Yeah, right. Just wanted to say that. It's the world's most expensive solo performance ever. So, back in September, I started a project called Frontline Songs. Actually, I didn't start out. I was invited into it by a friend of mine, and he's a doctor. And there's 3 of us actually who were kind of behind this thing, and it is we are writing songs with frontline workers, and to help them tell their story. And so it's a collaborative effort. So we do and we're doing it all on Zoom at the moment, and we together to. It's very therapeutic when people tell their stories, and so we're doing this, and so we're building up a body of work of these songs that we're writing. It's an ongoing project. It'll last forever as long as we want to do it. But at the moment we're focusing on healthcare workers and specifically people who've been involved in the COVID crisis that we dealt with. So I'm gonna sing a song from that. I've never performed this song live. I've never performed it live, so this will be. But I think I can do it. So I wrote this with 6 nurses from Boston's Mass General Hospital, ICU nurses, so the intensive care. There were nights that I never slept, days just running through my mind, burned out, scared, couldn't slow down, on guard, on call all the time. So I made a box to hold my fear. Stood on top, is why I'm here. And the tears are coming now, and every tear that falls down, I'm looking for that sliver of light, and something so wrong, something so right. I have to hold on and be strong somehow. 'cause the tears are coming now. Walking that floor in the ICU. I get up early and I stay up late. I do it for me and I do it for you. A time like this I carry your weight. And the box inside my heart, it gets so full that it came apart. And the tears coming now, and every tear that falls down, I'm looking for that sliver of light. There's something so wrong, something so right. I have to hold on to be strong somehow, 'cause the tears are coming now. If I could ring a bell for every life we save, if I could sing a song to all who slipped away, it would be the hope that we could hold on to, and the strength we need to make it through. 'Cause the tears are coming now, and every tear that falls down, well, I'm looking for that sliver of light. There's something so wrong, something so right. I have to hold on to be strong somehow, because the tears are coming now. Oh, coming now. Thank you. That's called Tears Are Coming Now. And yeah, so oh, that's perfect. Yeah, so I was singing a song here. This is something I've really recognized in songwriting over time is that you write these songs like most of the songs we write for Frontline Songs. Which, by the way, if anybody's out there and you want to know about it, you can go to frontlinesongs.com, and that's where the info and a couple songs are on there. But anyway, it's like you write these songs, and it's not like they're going to be hit songs. They're even going to be on a record, But still, it's like the songs are worth writing, and you do it. It's not really because it's like I'm not trying to get on the radio with these songs. It's what I do. I write songs, and if you can, I have this great idea. Is like it's one thing to have a craft and focus it on yourself. That's really fun, especially before you turn, like 50 or something like that. I'm serious. It's like you kind of need to like focus on yourself, and I was very good at being selfish. I was a master, and but at a certain point, like turn that energy around and focus it back. It's like a flashlight. You can shine the flashlight on yourself, but then turn it back out into the world. It's a really powerful thing that you can do for people. And so anyway, I think I'm rambling here, but anyway, so. But here's I know what I was doing, because this is why we should all do that. It's because we go about our day often thinking we have no effect, no impact. We stop here and we go there. Well, the truth is we don't see what happens in our wake. When I'm on a plane, I like the window seat. I look down at the cars and the houses and the spiderweb subdivisions, thinking there might be some kid in a backyard looking up at that plane. When I'm back on the ground, I look up and I see a jet plume, the silent glint of a plane out front. Someone's up there. Maybe they're looking down at where I stand. A plane casts a shadow, and a swimming pool reflects the sun. You never know who's watching and listening for the sound of your voice. half of this morning and most of last night. Been taking tally on the last years of my life. Been pretty righteous, God only knows. A couple of calls, not even close. At least my indiscretion, sweeter than most. All those loving arms, sweet, sweet loving arms. Count the bad, count the good. All I wouldn't change even if I could. Well, they used to stumble back when I was young. Oh, and I'm still stumbling, yeah, but it's a lot more fun. Falling, I'm falling. Flew too close to the sun to get to your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. And the empty pocket, motel bill, airline tickets and words that are left unsaid, and strange kisses get the ghost. What I miss is what she'll never know. And every day another mountain, another mountain to climb. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. The world could be perfect, well, even if we are not. Everything is forgiven, even if not forgot. Morning comes breaking, I call out your name. Oh, my heart will be running. Whoa, right as I get to your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Your loving arms, your loving arms, your loving arms, your sweet, sweet loving arms. Your loving arms, sweet loving arms. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. So I had another request there. Yeah. So I forget who. I'm sorry. I'm old. So it's one of the great things about getting old is if you forget something, you go, oh, I'm sorry. I'm old. It's awesome. It's like the second best excuse ever. The number one best excuse provider, basically, it's an excuse provider, is children. Because if you're ever at a party and you don't want to be there, you go, oh man, just got a call from the babysitter. Or like, oh man, I really want to show up, but you know, kids are sick, and it's just like, no, they're having a rough day. It's the best, man. So, yeah. So what I didn't know then was there's another great excuse provider waiting for you at the end of your life, which is if you make it through the first one, you get another one. It's really good. It's like a bonus, yeah. So I wrote this with my friend Radney Foster. I guess we're friends. Yeah. He picks up my call when Could you be mine until the morning? Could I be yours till the break of day? Could hold each other till the light is dawning. Loneliness in both of us goes away. Could you be mine until the morning? We both lost something precious. Two hearts broken in two. Hold the pieces all together for one night. We could be me and you. Could you be mine until the morning? Could I be yours till the break of day? Hold each other till the light is dawning. The loneliness in both of us goes away. Could you be mine until the morning? Would you be mine until the morning? I both long to feel the lover's touch, to feel alive one more time. You be mine till the morning. Could I be yours till the break of day? Hold each other till the light is dawning. Till the emptiness in both of us starts to fade. Would you be mine until the morning? Would you be mine until the morning? Thank you. So one of the things I've done during the last year, I've spent a lot of time listening to music. It's been really great, and I've been listening to. I'm gonna go back and listening to a lot of records that I listened to when I was really young. And I mean, the truth is, we never really moved past 18. You know, no, I'm serious. It's like if you ask most musicians and songwriters, kind of what were their favorite records as they were a kid, they'll tell you what they were, and you can kind of like hear it in their music even now. You know, it's really kind of fascinating. By the way, I hope you've all seen the Bee Gees documentary by now. Oh my God, I've watched it 3 times. I cry more every time. Yeah, and I listened to Barry Gibb interviewed on Alec Baldwin's podcast. It's really great. You know, if you can stand Alec Baldwin. No, I like Alec Baldwin, but there was a way to reach. Every now and then, you do want to reach through the podcast and punch him, but he could probably reach back through and punch you harder, which is why it keeps me from doing it. And he wouldn't hesitate. And but his interview with Barry Gibb is really magical, and you just make just massive fan. But anyway, I've been listening to a lot of Bee Gees. I'm not going to sing a Bee Gees song for you because that would actually how could you break a fixed heart? That would be me singing a Bee Gees song. But one of the songs I learned I learned this song when I was probably 11, you know, and I went back and relearned it. I realized how magical it is, you know. Operator, could you help me place this call? See, the number on a matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray. The guy she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, learned to take it well. Only wishing my words just convinced myself it just wasn't real. That's not the way it feels. Operator, would you help me place this call? I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eye, you know it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Just give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, learned to take it well. Only wish my word just convinced myself it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. That's not the way it feels. Operator, well, let's forget all about this call. No one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. Keep the dime. You can keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, learned to take it well. Only wishing my words just convinced myself it just wasn't real. Oh, but that's not the way it feels. Oh, no, that's not the way it feels. No, 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 no. Yeah. I love that song. Jim Croce, I remember being in like 4th or 5th grade, and my mother would let me stay up every now and then and watch the Midnight Special, man. Remember the Midnight Special? It was fantastic. And Jim Croce was on. It was like the most, she's like, riveted. And then there used to be in Parade magazine, you would, in the back of Parade magazine, they would have this song every week on Sunday. It would come out, and you could, there would be the lyrics, the lyrics to the song and the chords to the song. And it was so heavy, and it was so, as a kid, it was like this, I was living in Brenham, Texas, you know? It was like this ticket to the outside world, and I learned all these great songs, you know, some not so great. I did learn Sister Golden Hair, but, you know, you can't. Yeah, it was cool. It was awesome. Sister Golden Hair was rocking. It was great, you know. And I learned a lot of songs on that. I learned The Boxer, you know, from that, and but I also learned Operator. So I'll say a couple. Just got a couple more songs. Anyone have any requests here in the house? Anybody? What's that? Oh, I don't know that I can do that without the lyrics. Yeah, well, you can. What's that? Oh my God, Skin. Yeah, okay. Man, you know, I keep thinking people want to hear happy songs. They really don't. The sadder, more, I should just pass out razor blades at my shows and just call it what it is, you know. But what's really strange is that every now and then I get, you know, I'll just say it right now on the internet, okay, and I won't be able to take this back. As a matter of fact, I do play weddings, and and it will cost you, but I will play your wedding. and it's amazing how many weddings I've played, and this song was the request. It's like, dude, this song is not about love. This is not a positive song. You want to rethink that one? Love is the one true skin we all want to walk around in. Oh, skin, yeah, without it I'm nothing. Worse than naked in the wind. Love is the one true skin. Thank you very much. It's been a real joy being with y'all tonight. Thank you very much for coming out. Yeah, thank you very much. I think we take it for granted how, this performance thing and like witness, being in the audience and also being on stage, how much it really feels great both ways. I'm assuming. And like, feels great here, and because I've got my own speakers here in front of me, so it sounds great. And, I look great from here, It's like, so anyway, if you're out there, remember 1986 to now, $100 tip, and I'll send you one. And yeah, so or anything else you want, and pretty much, kind of, not really, but yeah, but I'll sing one more song for you. I'll tune my guitar while I'm doing this, and this has been a really interesting year, and I had lunch with a friend of mine today as well, and here in Houston, and we were talking about stuff and work and our family and kids and everything, and he said, what do you think you've learned in the last year, And I've learned that no matter how much you try, still, if you haven't looked at Netflix in a while, you're going to spend 30 minutes trying to find something to watch. That's one thing. It doesn't matter how much you try. It's like you're going to go, no, I've always wanted to watch that movie, but no. Anyway. But the other thing I've learned is that I'm really lucky. I am really lucky, and I have, first I've made, I'm still here, and but also I get to play music. I get to do this, and I get to write songs, and what a joy that is! What a really cool, and it's like I'm not trying to be sappy or anything, but it's like really a great gig, and I get to do it, and all that comes with that, good and bad, because it is a lot of work, and it's terrifying, and at times, like when you have no gigs. But by the way, 1986 to now, anyway. But the other great thing is that I'm lucky because I've been blessed. I really have been blessed, and one of the ways that I've been blessed is that I had enough luck in the music business to get to meet a lot of people, and get to meet people that I read about on the back of album covers growing up. It's like really a cool thing, and a lot of them I got to play with. I got to make music with some of my heroes, and it's pretty good, and that's great. But the best part of that is not the making music. It's the hanging out. It's the talking, because these people that are in your life, it's like they're like Yoda, They're out there and they have this secret information, and it's really great. You hang out and you have a meal with them, or you just sit around and talk, or maybe after you've gotten through recording or writing, then they start telling you these stories. And inside of the stories is these secret messages that you can only get in the room. And you have to be ready to hear it, because if you're not paying attention, it'll go right past you and you wind up missing the point of the whole thing. And so this is one of my favorite sort of afternoons. So it's called An Afternoon with Paul Williams. There's a picture of Paul Williams there. And yeah, he's a hilarious guy. Anyway, this takes place in like 1996, okay? So Paul Williams is sitting next to me at a dinner in L.A. His stories are hilarious. He tells me how much fun he's having of late, and that after not writing songs for many years, he's only recently getting back into it. I say, well, we should get together and write something. He turns to me and goes, really? What are you doing tomorrow? So here I am, spending an afternoon writing with Mr. Paul Williams. And though our song is awful, completely forgettable, the day is amazing. As we work, he talks about his early days in Los Angeles, writing for everyone from Three Dog Night and the Carpenters to the Osmonds, being on movie sets with Barbra Streisand, the alcohol and drugs, the entire years lost, and how he eventually flames out, only to get sober and devote his time to helping others do the same. And now he says, I'm writing again. I'm so lucky. At one point, while we're in the middle of figuring out the bridge, Paul jumps up and he says, God, I love writing songs, don't you? And I leave the session with something better than a song. Paul Williams gives me a master class on life, a map of where I want to wind up. He doesn't really teach me anything about songwriting, but he shows me what it's like to be truly excited about the process, how to disconnect and re-engage time and time again. Well, I have been to London and I've been to New York. I had some damn fine wine, good food upon my fork. Still there is a hunger that won't go away. I long to feel the beauty in every day. Yeah, I want it all. I want everything. All the joy life can bring. When I'm gone, here's a song I hope to hear you sing. Well, he wanted it all. Everything. A hawk upon the wing, horses on the run, a wave upon the ocean, my daughter and my son. And when I'm still aching after all of this, I want my love to take me with a kiss. Yeah, I want it all. I want everything. All the joy love can bring. When I'm gone, here's a song I hope to hear her sing. Well, he wanted it all. Everything. I don't need to hold it, that's not the way to live. I just want to have it all so that I can give it all away. Yeah, give it all away. You see, I want it all. I want everything. All the joy this life can bring. But when I'm gone, here's a song I hope the angels sing. Well, he wanted it all. Everything. Yeah, 'cause I want it all. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to the Mucky Duck for having me out for this. It's been a real pleasure. Thanks. Thank you. Keep supporting them. Okay. Thank you very much. Good night.